What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know about winterizing your boat. More specifically, a jet boat that has been customized, made out of a jet ski. So for you guys that have jet skis, this is going to apply to you as well. I'm going to do an overview of everything that I've done with this conversion and where I'm at with this project. So let's jump right in. Alright guys, I'm going to kind of give you an overview of some of the things that I've done to this boat. I didn't video a whole lot of this stuff just because it was really complicated to do a video of some of the things that I did. Number one, we put an 80-pound Ultrex on the front of this boat. Is it overkill? Yes, it is way overkill. This trolling motor is worth more than the entire boat. This is a 750cc motor in this. I bored it over to an 81 millimeter, which makes it an 800cc motor. This boat maxes out at about 38 miles an hour, so it gets moving. The motor that's in this boat is well suited for this setup. It pushes everything that I need, and I don't feel like I'm going really slow in this boat. So got the Ultrex put on. The next thing that I put on was McTuning lights, and I'm going to show you those right now, what they look like. Alright, so it comes with this app here, McTuning, and you can change any of the colors that you want here. Like, say if I want my lights to be green, I'll just click in this area and then I'll turn them on. Well, there you go. And as you can see, they're green behind me, and I can change all the different colors with the app on my phone. Go white if I want, which it's not going to look white to you guys. You can come in a little closer. There's red, blue, green, and then white. For some reason it looks like a mix of all the different colors, but it's very bright at night, and that is all the way around the boat. Starboard port light socket in the front that I can do my lighting, keep myself legal out at night. Got that in the back, or in the front, and then in the back I have another port. Right here is my pole anchor light. So all of those things I added. I'm trying to think of anything else that I have done to this boat. I am not done, of course. I'm planning on changing the decking out. I want to go with an aluminum deck with some kind of matting, which I've got a million different brands. I think in my boat I've got Reflex padded flooring in the actual, I don't know what you would call it, the floor of the boat. It's really comfortable. It holds up really well. But that's what I want to end up doing on the top, just to keep it from rotting. Currently, right now, it's got a wood deck on it with an aluminum frame. So, got my aluminum framing. Here's a good look at the motor setup. You guys can see that. Got dual batteries, and with the way I set mine up, I have 24 volts running to the trolling motor up there, and I have a single lead running off for a 12 volt system for the starter of the boat. So I only need 2 batteries in this boat, and I run the starter and the trolling motor off of this bank of batteries. Have my little Perco switch in there to turn everything off whenever I'm not using it. I've got a bilge pump set up. It's right here on the bottom. It's right there, and that exits right here. I've put 2 drains in this. I've got one on this side and one here. I'm probably going to add another one on this side just in case, but I haven't really found a need to do that yet because this boat doesn't leak a drop. Got my little P port right here, so I can, and I've got it turned up so that way I can see it come out. But anyway, there's kind of like an overview of the boat. everything that I've kind of done to it so far. You know, it never ends. I'm going to end up changing the seats. But you guys stick with me, because there definitely will be some more videos in the future of this boat and everything that I do in the future to it. Let's get back to it. All right, guys. If you can see, right here is the top of the motor, also called the head. Right here is where your water exits from your head into your exhaust, water-cooled exhaust. On that is a T-fitting that has a hose attached to it, and I'll show you where that ends up going. But I had to put that hose piece there, and it goes under here into this little valve, little on-off valve that I put in, and comes over to another piece of hose with a fitting on the end of it. So you can hook your hose pipe up on the little intake port there, and you can run it outside the water. Also, whenever you want to winterize it, you pour antifreeze into here and you let it run with the antifreeze running through down to the intake, and then it will come out. You will see the color of your antifreeze come out the back here. Once it comes out, you know all the water has come out of your motor, and you don't have to worry about it freezing and cracking. All right, this right here is my Noco Genesis. This is a 2-bank charger, and that keeps my batteries maintained throughout the year. So I just keep this plugged in always, and it just maintains my batteries. The next very important thing is to keep all of these connections corrosion free. So the way I do that is just some battery terminal protector spray. And literally, all you gotta do is just come in and hit each one of these connections really good. Just make sure that there isn't any corrosion that starts happening on these batteries, because no one likes corroded battery terminals. So that should be good on that, and that's all it took. And you can get this at any auto supply store, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Advanced, wherever, they're gonna have this stuff. So that's done. Let me know, guys, if you enjoy this type of content. If you do, then I'm gonna keep posting things like this. Probably if you don't, I'm still gonna keep posting it anyway. But I do like to know if you guys enjoy this type of content. If it helps anyone, let me know. Drop it in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. And if you haven't followed me already, go ahead and click that subscribe button and follow along for all these little crazy little projects that I do, and also the fishing that I do. So I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you back in a minute. All right, guys. So now the fuel system. In order to store this up through the winter time, I need to pull some gas out of here. If it's been sitting a while, then I would recommend just draining it all. But I've already pulled off 5 gallons, and my fuel still looks very clear. Very good fuel. It hasn't like gelled up or anything like that. It isn't that old, so all I did was pull off 5 gallons, so that way I can put 5 more gallons of fresh fuel mixed in with stabilizer. So let's go get our supplies, get the boat to the gas station, and get everything mixed up. Alright guys, that's one of the things that I'm here for. I only need 1 gallon for my boat. Here we go. That's the other thing that we need. Let's go ahead and get this and get back to the boat. Alright, I got this mixed up. This is just my oil. I'm going to put 5 gallons more of fuel in here. I got a 12-gallon tank, and I'm going to show you the measurement on that here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and put my oil in first. do pre-mix, because with a two-stroke, always the death of an engine comes from oiling failure pretty much. So just to avoid that whole situation, it's easier just to pre-mix. So I'm going to get to 5 gallons and then we'll see you back. Alright, we got our fuel. I did go over just a little bit, but that's okay. We got a 12-gallon tank. If you look on your gas tank, it should say, it says 12 gallons. 1 ounce treats 5 gallons. 2 ounces would treat 10 gallons. And another half would be 12.5 gallons. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to go down. Here's our ounces going 1 to 10. So we're going to go to 8, and that should be good. That's 1 ounce. There it is. We're sitting on the 8. So, and driving this home should mix it up pretty good. It is a little bit stronger for the amount of gallons in it, because I don't have quite 12 gallons in. Mixing a little stronger shouldn't hurt anything. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, take it back to the house. Alright, so this is what we're going to put in. This particular brand is Prime Guard. It doesn't really matter which one you use, but it's good for -50. So we're going to put this in until we see it come out the back. I'm going to need some assistance to do this in the form of fiance. So we put a funnel on the top of the hose here. We're raising it up to increase the pressure for it to help push it down into the motor. We got our valve open. I'm going to start the motor, and we're going to keep pouring this in until we start seeing the pink come out the port in the back. So this is one of those things that I really need 3 hands, but I'm going to do the best that I can and show you the process. Alright, so we're going to turn the key on, and we're going to fire up. Alright, so as you see, we have completely gone through the entire system, pushing out any water that was in there, because we've got our antifreeze coming out the back here, and we had it come out our P port from the top, so our thermostat opened and allowed that to come out. So that would be how to winterize a jet ski motor / jet boat. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that helps some of you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.